When people think of the world's most valuable gemstones, they usually think of diamonds, rubies, emeralds. But some of Earth's most extraordinary treasures are stones most people have never even heard of. One creates a moving star of light. Another comes from an incredibly limited geological source. And one was discovered after years of searching by a man convinced that something extraordinary was hidden underground. These gems are rare for different reasons. Some require unusual chemistry. Others need extreme heat and pressure. And sometimes, the Earth must get almost everything right to create a single crystal beautiful enough to become a gemstone. Today, we're counting down 10 extraordinary gemstones, from number 10 to number 1. And stay until the end. Because the final gemstone changed the gem world with a color that almost looks impossible. Number 10. Clinohumite. A gemstone so uncommon that many collectors may never see one in person. Fine stones can range from golden yellow to orange and reddish brown. Clinohumite forms under specialized geological conditions, often in magnesium-rich rocks affected by metamorphism. That means existing rocks are transformed by heat, pressure, and changing chemistry. The mineral itself is uncommon. Clean, transparent, gem-quality crystals are rarer still. Important material has come from Tajikistan and Madagascar. Its value comes from an unusual combination of rarity, beauty, and the difficulty of finding crystals clean enough to cut. Sometimes, simply creating the right crystal is nature's greatest challenge. And the next gem reveals its value the moment light enters it. Number 9. Titanite. Titanite, also known as sphene, may not have the fame of diamond. But under the right light, it can produce spectacular flashes of color. Fine titanite can show green, yellow, brown, or orange body colors. Its greatest surprise is fire. Titanite can separate white light into vivid flashes of color through an optical effect called dispersion. The mineral forms in several geological settings, including certain metamorphic and igneous rocks, and contains titanium. Gem material has been found in Pakistan, Madagascar, Brazil, and Mexico. Large, clean crystals suitable for fine cutting are much less common. A great titanite can be visually explosive, but now, from flashes of light to one of the most intense greens in the gem world. Number 8. Tsavorite Garnet. Tsavorite is a vivid green garnet associated especially with East Africa. Its story is tied to Campbell R. Bridges, a Scottish geologist and gem prospector. In the late 1960s, while working in East Africa, Bridges identified rich green garnet deposits that would eventually become known as Tsavorite. The gemstone later received its commercial name from Tiffany and Company, inspired by Kenya's Tsavo region. That discovery gave the gem world a serious alternative to emerald. Tsavorite's intense green color is associated with trace elements, including vanadium and chromium. The finest stones combine vivid color, transparency, and brilliance. Because garnet has no cleavage like emerald, it can also be more forgiving in jewelry. But the real story is geological luck. The right elements had to be present. The crystal had to grow. And Campbell Bridges had to recognize what he had found. Some gems become famous through color. Others remain rare precisely because almost nobody can find them. Number 7. Hauyne. Hauyne is one of those gemstones that can surprise even experienced collectors. The reason is it's blue. Fine stones can display an intense, almost electric blue that looks too vivid to be natural. Yet it is. Hauyne forms in unusual, alkaline igneous environments and is associated with specialized volcanic rocks. The mineral is not widely available. Transparent gem-quality material is rarer. Large, clean crystals are especially difficult to find. Important gem material has come from Germany, including the Eifel volcanic region. Haüyne proves that rarity and fame are not the same thing. Millions of people know sapphire. Very few know Hauyne. Yet a fine Hauyne can display a blue that is impossible to forget. From deep blue, the countdown suddenly turns toward fire orange. Number 6. Mandarin Garnet. Imagine the color of a perfectly ripe mandarin orange. Bright, saturated, alive. That is the appearance that gives Mandarin Garnet its name. This vivid orange variety belongs to the spessartine garnet family. Its color is strongly connected to manganese in the crystal's chemistry. The finest stones show a pure, brilliant orange without too much brown. One of the most famous sources is Namibia, where spectacular material helped establish Mandarin Garnet as a major collector gemstone. Fine material has also been discovered elsewhere, but the original Namibian material became legendary for its exceptional color. Orange is not one of the easiest colors for nature to produce in a transparent gemstone. The chemistry must be right. The crystal must grow cleanly, and a skilled cutter must reveal its best color. The result can look like a tiny piece of sunlight. The next gem carries a different kind of value, centuries of history. Number 5. Imperial Topaz. Imperial Topaz has long been associated with royalty. Its most desirable colors range from rich golden tones to orange and pinkish orange. The historic heart of the gemstone is Ouro Preto, Brazil. This region has produced some of the world's most famous imperial topaz for centuries. The name itself carries prestige. Exceptional natural pinkish orange and golden orange topaz from historic sources became especially prized in the gem trade. Topaz forms when suitable chemical ingredients become concentrated under the right geological conditions. But the finest material requires a rare combination of natural color, transparency, and crystal quality. For collectors, the source can also matter. Two stones may be the same mineral, yet one can carry a geological and historical story that the other does not. And sometimes, the most remarkable story is literally visible inside the stone. Number 4. Star Ruby and Star Sapphire. Star Ruby and Star Sapphire can create one of the most dramatic effects in the gemstone world. Place one under a single light source. Move the stone, and a star appears to glide across its surface. This phenomenon is called asterism. It is usually created by microscopic, needle-like rudal inclusions arranged inside the corundum crystal. When those inclusions are aligned correctly, reflected light forms a star. One of the most famous examples is the Star of India. This remarkable grayish-blue star sapphire weighs more than 560 carats and is among the world's best-known star gemstones. Its history became even more dramatic in 1964, when it was stolen from the American Museum of Natural History in New York during a famous museum heist. The Star of India was later recovered. That is what makes rare gems fascinating. They are not just minerals. They can become part of history. Star rubies and star sapphires have been found in Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, Madagascar, and other regions. But the finest stones require a sharp, well-centered, highly visible star. A microscopic geological feature can create an effect that looks almost supernatural. The next gemstone is also shaped by tiny changes in chemistry. Number 3. Orange sapphire. Most people picture blue when they hear the word sapphire, but sapphire can appear in many colors. Orange is among the most striking. Orange sapphire belongs to the corundum family, the same mineral family as ruby. Small chemical differences can dramatically change the color. Fine material has been found in Sri Lanka, Madagascar, and Tanzania. The most desirable stones combine strong saturation, attractive tone, good clarity, and natural color. That last detail matters. Treatments can affect the gem market, making exceptional untreated stones particularly desirable to collectors. Orange sapphire demonstrates one of geology's most remarkable tricks. Change a tiny part of a crystal's chemistry, and you can change the entire appearance of the stone. Number 2 is rare for a simpler reason. Its geological source is remarkably concentrated. Number 2, Tanzanite. Tanzanite looks as if blue and violet were frozen together inside a crystal. But its greatest mystery is geography. Commercial gem quality. Tanzanite comes from an extremely limited mining area near the Marilani Hills of Tanzania. That makes its geological origin unusually concentrated. The gemstone is a blue to violet variety of zoisite. It can also display pleochroism. Viewed from different directions, the same crystal can show different colors. That creates an important challenge for cutters. They must decide how to orient the rough stone to reveal its best face. The story of Tanzanite's discovery also has a human beginning. In 1967, Maasai prospector Manuel de Souza is widely credited with bringing the unusual blue-violet crystals to wider attention. Soon afterward, the gemstone entered the international market. Tiffany and Company played a major role in popularizing it under the name Tanzanite. From an obscure mineral discovery to one of the world's most recognizable modern gemstones, all from one extraordinarily limited region. And that brings us to number 1, a gemstone whose discovery involved years of searching and a color the world had never seen quite like it before. Number 1, Paraíba Tourmaline. Its story begins with a man named Heitor Barbosa. For years, Barbosa was convinced that something extraordinary was hidden beneath the hills of Paraíba, Brazil. He searched through difficult ground, following an idea that many others might have abandoned. In the late 1980s, the search finally paid off. Miners uncovered intensely colored tourmaline with an extraordinary blue-green glow. The gemstone world was stunned. Neon blue, electric green, colors so vivid that they almost seemed impossible. The secret was chemistry. These exceptional tourmalines contain copper, a rare coloring element in this type of gemstone. Under the right geological conditions, that unusual chemistry helped produce one of the most distinctive colors ever seen in a gem. The discovery quickly became a sensation. Collectors wanted it. Jewelers wanted it. The luxury market took notice, and the name Paraíba became associated with one of the most desirable categories of tourmaline in the world. Later, similar copper-bearing tourmalines were discovered in other locations, including parts of Africa. But the original Brazilian discovery remains one of the great stories of the colored gem industry. One man's determination, a rare geological region, an extraordinary chemical combination, and finally, a crystal that changed the gemstone world. Deep inside the earth, a tiny amount of copper had spent millions of years helping create a color humans had never seen in quite the same way. From the extraordinary fire of Titanite, to the Star of India, to the discovery of Tsavorite and the neon revolution of Paraíba Tourmaline, these gemstones prove that rarity is more than a price tag. Every exceptional gem is the result of a geological chain of events. The right elements, the right temperature, the right pressure, and millions of years of crystal growth. Then, in the rarest cases, a human being finds it. If you enjoyed discovering rare gemstones and geological treasures hidden beneath our feet, subscribe to ProGems, because somewhere beneath the surface, the Earth may still be creating its next impossible treasure.